Let me start Foreign Minister Motegi's regular press conference. Minister, the floor is yours, sir. The FY 2026 supplementary budget has just been passed. Total amount of expenditure is about 3,110 billion yen, which includes 2.5 trillion yen reserve for responding to the Middle East situation and others. The Middle East situation is still opaque. We'll make sure we are fully prepared by taking timely and appropriate actions so as not to have problems in people's lives and economic activities. This concludes my remarks. If you have a question, please raise your hand. When called upon, walk to the nearest microphone, give us your name and affiliation. Yomiuri Shimbun, Fukuda-san.
This is Fukuda from Yomiuri newspaper. I have a question on the Middle Eastern diplomacy. On the Iranian situation has worsened. Minister, you have repeatedly had meetings with the foreign ministers of the directly involved countries, mediating countries, as well as Gulf countries. You have been making an approach to de-escalate the situation and strengthening relationship with the various countries. How do you assess the outcome of the series of diplomatic efforts? Now, looking at the prospects after the fighting is over, what is your thoughts on the relevance of deepening cooperation with the Middle Eastern countries? As you have rightly pointed out, I myself, ever since the 28th of February, when the situation has occurred, I have had repeated consultation with the relevant countries, including the directly involved countries, mediating countries, the Gulf countries, as well as G7 and so forth. And up until now, more than 45 times a foreign ministers meeting, including telephone meetings, have been held by myself. And as the situation has been evolving, Japan has tried to grasp what is happening as a situation, and we have made every effort of diplomatic efforts. And in particular, more recently, on the 22nd of May, we had the 6th Japan-Iran foreign ministers telephone meeting ever since the situation has occurred. And based upon that, the last week we had the Japan-US foreign ministers at the meeting. So I have approached to both the United States as of Iran as to the importance of bringing the situation under the control. Now, we have also had very close cooperation with the mediating countries. On the 28th of May, I had a telephone meeting with the Prime Minister, who is also Foreign Minister of Qatar. And yesterday, as well as day before yesterday, for 2 days, I had the strategic dialogue with the Foreign Minister of Egypt, because Egypt is also a mediating country as well, and trying to look at the current status of the U.S.-Iranian communication, as well as what may be the prospects forward. I have had the in-depth exchange of the views. And through such diplomatic efforts, we would like to calm the situation as quickly as possible to try to create such an environment. And Japan has been playing a certain relevant role in that regard. As for free and safe navigation to be secured for the Strait of Hormuz, I have been approaching to the Iranian side, making diplomatic efforts. And the vessels where the Japanese crew are on board who had to stay within the Persian Gulf. Some have been able to seek safe passage, and some has disembarked. So 21 Japanese have been able to exit from the Strait of Hormuz, out of the Gulf of the Persia, through such diplomatic efforts that they have been able to move out from the strait very safely. And with a chartered aircraft, we have had 1,100 Japanese nationals coming back to Japan. So for the Japanese nationals to continue to be protected, which is a very important role for the foreign ministry, has being securely exercised. And through such series of diplomatic endeavors, the trusted relationship between Japan and the Middle Eastern countries have been further deepened and looking at what is happening on the ground, because there could be changes and evolution still happening. We need to have accurate grasp of the information as to what is happening. And even after the situation have come under control, for the peace and stability for the whole of Middle East, be it the recovery as well as reconstruction, there are expected role of Japan, and Japan should actively play such a role and try to enhance the presence of Japan in the Middle East.
Any other questions? If not, we would like to conclude today's press conference. Thank you.